Welcome to Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Please like, please subscribe to the channel. Now guys, get ready. This is going to be good. It's Liverpool content only brought to you by Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Yes guys, we're back. This is the post-match show. This is the call-in show guys. This is for you to come into the channel guys to have your say. The link is in the chat guys, so if you want to come in and have your say, links there in the chat. Come in and have your say guys. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for everyone coming in on the watch along. I do appreciate guys. Thank you everyone coming in on that. That was a good stream. We had good fun, and yeah, we're gonna have some good fun here as well guys, so make sure you call in, get yourselves in guys. I want to see you in. Feeling hot. Laughing emojis from Gary. Liverpool 4, United 0. United are a shambles of a club. I'm so glad Jurgen is a red. We got the greatest manager in the world. We got the best squad in England. We are the best team in Europe right now for me. Said it for a while. I'll keep saying it until I'm proved wrong. Top of the league by 2 points. It's a good day to be a red, guys. It's a beautiful day to be a red, that's for sure. That is for damn sure. The link's in the chat, guys. If anyone wants to come in and have their say, guys, you're more than welcome. I want to hear what you think of the game today. I want your opinions. Let me just share this with you guys. The league table. Let's have a look at the Premier League table, shall we, guys? There's the Premier League table. Let's have a look. That's why it'd be wrong not to look, wouldn't it? Liverpool top of the tree. 32 games played, 23 wins, 7 draws, 2 losses, 83 goals, 22 conceded, 76 points. It's all good, guys. It's all good. That's the Premier League Premier League right there. Come in, guys, if you want to. You're more than welcome. What's Rondering, Jamie? I don't understand. Gary, sorry, my man. The link's in the chat, guys. If anyone wants to come in and have their say, the link's in the chat. Come in, guys. Let me know what you thought of the game. I'd really appreciate to hear every single one of you. I really would. It's a big game for Liverpool Football Club. Winning 4-0 against Manchester United. We started off like an absolute house on fire in that first half. Absolutely fantastic in the first half. We played some beautiful football. Some absolutely beautiful football. Some of the stuff we were playing was out of this world. I've not seen us play football like that in a long time. And it weren't because Man United were poor. Yes, they were, but what we were doing to them in that first half was outrageous. Thiago was absolutely out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. And we're going to get Edward on in 1 second. Edward, hold up, my man. 1 second, Edward. We'll get your thoughts on the game, my friend? Yeah, let's get Edward in. Oh, Edward, how you doing, my man?
How's it going?
Yeah, doing good, Edward. Doing good.
Great result, isn't it? Great performance. That brilliant performance, brilliant result.
Totally, my man.
Excellent.
Totally. So, let me know what you thought of the game, Edward. Take me through everything in the game today.
Well, we started off really well, house on fire. Got the early goal we needed, settle the nerves. They just like a hot knife through butter. We just paid them off the park, didn't we?
Totally.
Thiago masterclass. Just brilliant.
Oh, Thiago.
I think that's his best game for us, really.
Oh,
Absolutely brilliant.
Thiago was different today, wasn't he? I mean, he's been good lately as well. When he was excellent against Man City on Saturday as well. Niall, yeah, he's been cooking for a while now, but we always said it. You're getting once he's fit, once this Thiago's fit, yeah, he's gonna be the quality is always there. You're always going to be quality. So, he's world-class talent. Jamie, did you hear Neville cry? Do you know what? I haven't heard none of the game because I had it on mute. So I can't wait to go back later.
He was crying.
After this, I'm going to go back tonight, sit down, make myself a nice cup of tea, get some crisps out, get some biscuits, chill on the sofa, and rewatch the whole game with the volume on.
They showed the table just now, and one thing that's just struck me after tonight's result is goal difference, and that could prove key because
what is it right now?
It's 9 plus 9 for us.
That's a lot.
It is. So even if Man City beat Brighton tomorrow, if Brighton can keep it to like a 1 or 2 goal differential, you never know. It could come down to that. So
yeah,
keep that in hand.
That's massive. 9 goals is huge because that's only going to get bigger as the weeks go on as well at the same time. So
yeah, definitely.
That's massive, my man. That's massive. So in the first half, we started so well. The intensity was high up. Yeah. Lots of press on the ball. Not letting Manchester United breathe. They started a weird formation. How you start 3 at the back against Liverpool, I don't know. Especially when
3 or 5.
Especially when you're playing. The people that are playing is my man as well. Savage in the house, are you, my man?
Jeez! Oh, sorry, man. Oh, bro. Boys.
Right.
It's a good day, man.
Incredible stuff. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad.
How you doing, bro? You all right?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I'm not too bad. A good weekend away, feeling fresh, and now Liverpool smashed Man United up tonight. Beat Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. It's a good time to be a Red. It's a good time to be a Red.
Jamie, that couldn't have worked out better for you. You went away, Man City game while you was away. Yep. Come back, little break, and that Man U destroy. Come on, man.
Yeah. I'm feeling fresh like the players are.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
And Salah's got his scoring boots on now as well, so hopefully he can carry that on for the rest of the season.
Oh, Salah was fantastic. They're all fantastic. That new front three of Diaz, Salah, and Mane, that number 9. Jesus.
Yeah, it's incredible, man.
Absolutely, man. Great. So, take us through what you thought with the game, my man. I'll just get through his comments.
Yeah, well, I have to say, man, and it's not about the scoreline. To be honest, if it finished 2-0, I would still say that's the best I've seen us play all season. They were so fluid. They were so fluid all over the pitch. The back line was perfect. Listen, anyone who said Trent can't defend, come outside. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for that, I think, I mean, we don't really need to say too much about Thiago, but it's ridiculous. It's absolutely, he finds it too easy. It's ridiculous. And the front three, incredible. And what I found is like when they made the substitutions and Jota came on, it didn't change.
No.
It didn't change. It's a different dynamic, of course, because Diaz is a bit more skill and flair and stuff like that. But Jota's so direct that if he was playing against another team that wasn't trying to not be even more embarrassed at the end, he probably would have scored 2 himself. He was going on these mad runs and getting through everyone. So I'm happy, man. I'm proud of the team. I'm always proud of the team, to be fair. I'm not one of these people who expects perfection every time we go on the pitch. I just expect heart and to do the basics and play to a certain level, and we do that pretty much all the time. I've not seen a time this season when I've maybe I don't know. There's a couple of halves this season where we've not played too well. Maybe Brentford, Brighton, and the West Ham game. Apart from that, we can't ask for more. You know what I mean? What can we ask for, to be fair? I'm not like it. So, yeah, man, I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
No, totally.
And Jamie,
yeah.
I don't know if you want to, when you get off the stream, I don't know if you want to go back to the watch along. My first comment was 4-0 Liverpool.
You did.
Put some money on that.
yeah. You know what happened when you saying put some money on it? I said 4-0, and then I was like, these lot are jammy, and they're gonna end up getting a penalty or something. So then I put Liverpool to score 4, and both teams to score. And then they didn't score, did they? So it's all good. But I don't mind. I don't mind losing money if Liverpool's going to win. It's all good.
Oh no, I don't mind. No, exactly. Yeah. But that front three at this moment in time, Mane. Now I've got to talk about Sadio Mane because I've had fans even come on my channel and say that Mane's finished. He's done. He's not the Mane of old anymore. You know, I think people forget. People can have bad seasons. You know. People can have a bad season, can have a one-off bad season, and this season he's looking fresh, he's looking healthy, he's looking fit. Obviously, he's on a high at the moment because he's won AFCON, he's in the World Cup next year. He's on cloud 9, and he's world class on the right, he's world class in the left, and now he's our best number 9 probably. It's just, what can he not do?
Yeah, I agree. I think with Mane, I've never stopped supporting the guy because this is not like, I'm not one of these where put people against each other. Everyone has their favourite players and stuff. I've always believed technically he was the best of our front three. Yeah. And if you look from when we've been successful, they've all interchanged each season who's had the better season, but they've all still been like 8s and 9s and 10s. It's not really been a massive fall off. Mane's bad season coincided with the COVID season. Yeah. Most of our team were not that great. We lost 7-2 to Villa that season. We wasn't that great that season. We had all the injuries. He was obviously lacking confidence. He had COVID himself, which we don't know how that affects people. We probably won't know how COVID affects athletes for another 10 years. No, because we need to see it constantly. And I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, he had an interview with Liverpool.com at the time, and he said he was playing bad, and he doesn't know the reason why, because he's doing everything that he normally does. So who knows, man? He could have been just struggling with the weight on his shoulders. I mean, if you go from winning the league, when he come from Southampton, there's not really much pressure playing for Liverpool at that point because we wasn't winning anything. It was almost like top 4 is what we did, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you go from that to people calling you the best left winger in the world, which he was because he was better than Messi for that season. We won the Champions League. Same with Salah. You've got all these things in your head, like, okay, so I'm the best player in the world now. I'm supposed to do this, and Mane's bad season still got goals and assists. So, yeah, man, I'll shout out to him. I'm glad that we stuck with him. Most of the fan base did anyway. Hopefully, for his sake, he didn't. I don't think he's a social media guy anyway, so hopefully he didn't see the slander because it was pretty bad. I remember there was a part when I heard people saying, "Get rid of Mane, get rid of Robbo." I've seen all of these things. Everyone's going to backtrack now, but yeah, man, I think if you've done that well for our squad, for our club. The man himself is a nice guy as well. He's for charity and everything like that. You afforded a chance to, have down points and that. Yeah. Somebody comes in. I think Diaz and Jota's give him a bit of a kick up the arse as well. Nothing wrong with that. That's football. No. That's how it works, man. It happens all over the pitch. Robbo's played better now because of Tsimikas. Because there was a point where it was like, we'll just play Tsimikas then. You're not playing well. You know what I mean? Van Dijk, Matip's playing better. So he's come back from injury and he can't slack because Matip's playing better, Konate's playing better, Gomez is getting fit now, so he's playing better. The midfield, Hendo has to step up a bit because Keita's fit now and he has to play.
Exactly.
It's all over the pitch and it will continue to happen. So I agree. I spoke a lot there, but with Mane, it's quite sensitive for me because the slander I saw was so unfair. So yeah, man, I just.
No, I agree. I totally agree with you, Sadio. I mean, he's a very humble guy as well, Sadio Mane. You can tell when he talks in interviews and all that. And obviously, he gives a lot of charity. I think a lot of his wage goes back to Senegal to his family as well. He's
it sends over 50% back.
He's a great guy and he's a player we should keep at our club. We all talk about Salah and his contract and all this, but we all forget that Mo's runs out, Sadio's runs out at the same time as Mo's does. So does Bobby's. They all run out at the same time. And, at this moment in time, I've always thought Salah is the goal scorer in our team.
Yeah.
But Mane, sometimes I think, is the better footballer.
That's what I said.
Yeah, if that makes sense. I think sometimes he's a better footballer.
Yeah.
But with Mo, he's a bit more consistent. I think that's all it is in front of goal.
Yeah.
He's a goal machine, Mo.
Yeah.
Mo can have a bad game but still score 2 goals. That's just the way Mo goes. But like Mane today and against Man City, he's phenomenal and his hold up playing this number 9. I'll tell you what I like about Sadio Mane. He's got the best timing of runs out of everyone.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
That's why he can play that number 9 role. Because he can play on the shoulder. His timings of the run is absolutely fantastic.
That performance today is the best Mane I've seen in a while. And in that number 9 role, today was like, I was kind of sure of it anyway, that's what Klopp's probably going to go with, and we'll probably go for a younger person in the summer, just to, feed them in and go over the years and that. But today, properly, for me, I was like, Man United, there are shambles in it, but it's still Manchester United. And the big defenders that he's going against. And today I'm like, that's the number 9 right there. And, when he needs a rest and Jota slots in, it's not a problem. Vice versa, it doesn't really matter. I think Jota's on over 20 goals this season, or he's on 19 or something.
Yeah, ridiculous.
The stats are kind of ridiculous. And there's some stats what will never be shown because football just works like that. It's not a problem. But no one looks at like the pass before the pass or the pass to get to the sister. And if they did see that, then I'm telling you, Thiago and Diaz's assists would be ridiculous. I think Diaz scored 1 today and he's got 2 assists.
Yeah.
It's madness.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And Dr. Mika here says, welcome to Mika to the channel as well. I think this might be the first time you've been in today.
No, hey, Jamie, it's my son.
Oh, is it?
My son under his mom's name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So Savage, young Savage is in the house. I know he didn't play, but Firmino has been a lot better recently from the start of the season. So all the standard needs to stop. Yeah, exactly. We all forget about Bobby.
Yeah.
He's probably 5th choice at the moment. But man, what a 5th choice! There's no better 5th choice in world football than Bobby Firmino. in a forward line.
Do you think the summer coming that Bobby will leave?
Well, Carvalho's coming in, ain't he?
He just got Fulham promoted, and it does got promoted today.
I saw him score.
Yeah, it's a good goal, man.
And he's not getting loaned back, so he's in the team. So I see him. He reminds me of young Philippe Coutinho more than a Bobby, but I can see him playing that position. Yeah, go on, Edward.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Firmino. I think. I don't think we'll renew it, but I don't think we'll sell him. I think, as you suggested, Jamie, we'll allow his contract to just expire and we'll say goodbye. But I agree with you. I think he'll get the Lallana treatment.
Yeah, totally.
There's no better player for Carvalho to learn off those than Firmino next season.
Yeah, I think Klopp might because I think with Lallana, he pretty much was honest with Lallana and said like, you're injured quite a lot. And every time you come back into the squad, as much as I want to play you, there's people way ahead of you in the pecking order. And I think Firmino might be Klopp's favourite player anyway, as a person. I think he loves him. So I can see him saying to Firmino what the truth is, where you might only pick up games in certain cups. If you want to go to another team who's going to play you more, we'll allow you to do that. But if you want to stay, you can stay. And if that's the case, keep him, because look all the cups we're in this season. Of course, it's not going to be a quad every season, or we're going to get to this far in every tournament every season. But when you do, I think you end up playing over 60 games. He'll be needed.
Yeah,
And it'll be needed for the youngsters as well. So,
exactly.
yeah, man.
It's not just in the cups, in the league as well. Even
Yeah.
he's ultimate best game managing player. So if you want to put someone on to manage a game, say if we're winning 1-0 or need a goal, bringing on Bobby, he can help us with managing the game.
Yeah.
Whatever scenario we have out there. So
Yeah.
he's definitely going to be useful for us.
Yeah, I agree with you because
next season.
The cup games, I mean, Klopp's not done that well domestically since he's come in, but I know that's down to usually we were playing the kids, and he had, I don't know what FSG made a priority, but it seemed like it was the Prem and the Champions League all the time.
Yeah.
If you imagine a team where kind of like Man City is a bit further ahead than us, where when they have cup games and stuff, they can just play a whole different team. We've never been able to do that, but if we can, you imagine a team with. Because I think it might switch next season. I think Konate might end up being Matip's in Matip's place when his legs start to slow down. But if that's the case, Matip and Gomez or Matip and Konate, whichever one, you're going to have Carvalho, Curtis, Harvey Elliott in the squad, Shimikas. Origi's going to go, obviously. I think Ox is going to go. But then it leaves space for people like Bobby and whichever striker didn't play the weekend, Jota or whoever. It leaves space for them, Milner. It's fine.
That's a ridiculous squad.
We don't need them. We don't need the first team against Luton and these teams.
No.
We just need experience with youth. And I'm never mad at the youth getting a chance because I've always been quite a fan of seeing our academy players come through. It's not always about splashing money, and clearly FSG are not going to splash money anyway. So I'm here for it, man. It's good times.
Yeah, totally right. I'm going to bring a Man City fan in. Chike, American fella, good bloke, Man City fan. Let's bring him in. Chike, how you doing, fella?
Well, after seeing that demolition, not so great because the pressure's on.
It's massively on.
Yeah, the minute Luis Diaz scored in the fifth minute, I knew this was going to be a slapping. I 100% knew this was going to be a slapping.
Oh yes, well deserved slapping as well.
Mm-hmm.
No, I remember. Look, Liverpool in the 90s, we were shit, right?
Oh, 100%.
We had Man United were the team, but we put up, even though crap we were, we had more fight than this Man United team right now.
Way more.
Jesus Christ.
The only one who had any fight for Man United was a bloke called Hannibal. When he came on. Hannibal Lecter came on. He was the only one. He was the only one who had any fight. This young kid. But no, Chico, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. I mean, just if you win the quad, bro, I will literally buy a Liverpool jersey with either a Salah, Mane, or Diogo Jota, or even a Firmino.
Well,
I'll sing. You'll never walk alone, and I'll just be a Liverpool fan for one day.
You better get to the shops then, my man, because it could very much will happen. I mean,
oh boy.
I mean, look, they call us the unbearables, because apparently Liverpool are the only football team who are not allowed to talk about their past. I don't get it personally, but
neither do I. I mean,
you think we're unbearable now? Wait till if we win the quad, you'll never go at the end of it. So, and we're going to sing it to the rooftops.
Yeah.
Especially the Man United fans, with their 99 treble, they can never talk ever again. But look, City tomorrow. They got Brighton, and we know Brighton, look, they own North London right now. Brighton own North London. They're in a good bit of form. And Brighton away from home are a tricky side. Look, I expect you guys.
They should have beaten you. They should have beaten you at Anfield.
Yeah, they played really well against us.
100%. I mean, they beat an Arsenal side who, let's be honest, Arsenal suck. I mean, Jesus Christ, that team defensively are just a shit show. I mean, come on, man. Benjamin White, more like Benjamin Shite. He's one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ. And I've seen, dude, I'm so sorry. I've seen Vincent Kompany. I've seen Paulo Maldini. That guy is dog shit. That guy is dog shit, man. Jesus Christ.
CK coming with violence. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Mikel Arteta absolutely sucks as a manager. How can you sell six players in 1 month and sign absolutely no one?
True.
Anyway, back to Brighton. Yeah, I think we'll beat them. I mean, our home record is pretty decent.
Yeah,
going
you
down.
should.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, then I'm just gonna surrender the league. I don't care if we lose tomorrow. I'm gonna surrender the league. I don't give a fuck.
Don't blame it. Edward, you was going to say something?
Yeah, the question I like to ask, I just spoke about this earlier, is the goal difference. It's currently 9. So
Yeah.
that might
That's
go
why-
into play if any of us drops points here or there. So, you just don't need to win. You need to try and catch us up with that goal difference.
That's why I'm like, I don't really want to win the league because Liverpool's goal difference is like, Jesus, it's at 60 and we're at like 50. So usually the team that wins the league has a higher goal difference, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me now if Liverpool won the league, to be quite honest.
I mean, that goal difference is huge, as you say. But look, Man City have got a. Look, I expect I think we all expect Man City. You too win tomorrow, but
yeah,
Brighton away from home against the big teams play good football, and
they do.
at the end of
Liverpool,
the day,
Arsenal, Tottenham.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Man City will watch that game tonight because Pep already spoke about it, didn't he? Earlier in his
He
press
said
conference.
he's secretly going to be a United fan.
Sitting there watching the game. They go watch it and they go feel. Look, I don't care who you are, you will feel the pressure. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
100%.
You will feel the pressure, and if City, if Kyle Walker and De Bruyne are still not back,
Jesus Christ,
Brighton are a decent side.
Yeah, Jamie, I don't think I think Kyle Walker won't be back and De Bruyne will be on the bench.
Yeah.
Oh, is that confirmed?
Yeah, because De Bruyne.
Kyle Walker's definitely not coming back. His foot's in a moon boot.
Yeah, and
No.
And De Bruyne, you're not allowed to play with open stitches, are you? I think that's the rule.
Oh.
I don't think you're allowed to start a game if you've got stitches in your leg or something like that.
It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because I don't know my thoughts on tomorrow's game with Man City. Take away the fact I'm a Liverpool fan. Brighton's a weird team. Like
They are. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat us. To be quite honest.
I can see either City dropping points or City winning like 6-0 because
fun of them, ain't it?
Yeah, but the problem is, I tell you, if Man City get an early goal, that's when I turn off the TV because it's over. But if it gets to like 75 minutes and it's 0-0, it's going to be nervy because Brighton are the team for late games. I think when they drew against Chelsea twice, I'm pretty sure both games they scored in the last 5 minutes. So they threw Welbeck on. And back then they didn't have that. I don't think they had Dan Burns then.
Nope.
No.
And they also beat Spurs in the 90th minute or something.
I was watching that game. I was watching that. I was on holiday the weekend.
Oh my God.
So I'm sitting there. My brother-in-law and nephew are both Tottenham fans.
Oh, wonderful.
Because me and my dad went to play some pool before the Liverpool game in the same bar.
Nice.
And they're sitting there watching the game. It's 0-0 and like let's go to the 91st.
Yeah, man, they've got some ballers.
Minute, and we're like, oh shit.
They've got some players.
That Kukurea and Basuma. Oh my!
I was just about to say that.
I take them in a heartbeat.
They've got some players who are trash, and then they've got some top players like everyone knows Basuma is incredible.
Oh, he's a
Kukurea at left back.
Oh,
and then they've got some trash like Mope, and it's terrible.
Yeah, Mope just starts kicking people.
And you got some sneaky ones in there. Trossard and that.
Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah, he's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
Sneaky ones.
Yeah, because Trossard's a guy that like his name don't flatter at all, and then you watch the game and you're like, hold on a minute, the Trossard again.
Yeah,
Trossard and Pascal Gross and them, man.
and Trossard, it was a beautiful finish as well. The winner against Spurs, outside of his foot. I mean, he's a Belgium international as well. I mean, he's a decent player.
He really is.
Good players, but I've always said the same thing with Brighton all the time. Brighton ain't got a goal scorer. If Brighton had a proper goal scorer, they'd be fine as a team.
Yeah. If he went to if Arsenal took Graham Potter, they could do stuff. I mean, that he plays sick football. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Listen, fun fact. I got to have a conversation with Graham Potter before for like 45 minutes on the phone.
No way.
Yeah, it's a mad story. Yeah, he's from the Midlands, isn't it? He's from Solihull. And my mum, was his dad's care worker. So I didn't know at the time. My mum was speaking to me on that, and apparently his dad passed away now. But before he nearly passed away, my mum saved his life, and she was telling me about him and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, his son's a football manager and all this. So I was asking all these questions, and then I asked the last name, and then obviously phoned my mom to like thank her for saving her dad and all that stuff like that. And then he put me on the phone and that. This geezer is smart as hell.
Yeah.
He's one of them guys that he's gonna need a chance at a bigger club than Brighton.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
have to be like, it doesn't have to be the top 4 or whatever like that. But just give him
Arsenal, maybe.
He'd be perfect at Arsenal. If
That's
he
what I'm
gets
saying.
Arsenal,
If you can't see what Arteta's doing, you can F off down the lane.
I swear, if he gets Arsenal, takes Basuma there. Listen, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
The problem
Even Lee
going
Gunner
on-
wants him at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
Yeah.
that's right now.
yeah, I think Robert he's got some degrees as well, ain't he?
Yeah.
I believe they said
No
he's got quite a bright fella, ain't he?
Yeah. But Arsenal, they snuff their nose up at the managers all the time. They did it with Brendan Rodgers. I heard the fan base, we don't want him and all this business. And they never finished higher than Leicester, so all right. And then they didn't want Potter because I think it was Östersund. They took him from the 4th division. Is it Sweden, that club? I think it's Sweden.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Sweden.
Yeah.
And he took him to and then he took him to their Premier League and then got him into the Europa League and then beat Arsenal.
Yeah,
So,
beat Arsenal, didn't he?
yeah. And trust me, they've got a Sunday League pitch and a community centre for their ground. I'm not even joking. It was on Football Focus before. They were doing like nativity plays and stuff for the kids. So it's all right, man. This geezer is well travelled.
These are the stats. So the final stats of the game tonight. Chike's under the sign for a minute. So
That's
yeah,
brutal.
Oh, they actually had a shot on target.
71
One shot on
possession for Liverpool, 28 for Man United. We had 5 shots on target to their 1. They only had 2 shots the whole game.
Oh,
We had
what?
1,064 touches. They had 501, which is mostly defensive. We had 879 passes, and they had 349, which is mostly defensive. It's just
Wow.
and they only
3 times.
and they only committed 6 fouls in 90 minutes. No fight at all.
Can any of you guys tell me what the see if you know? I know what it is. Can you tell me what their 1 shot on target was?
Yeah, what was the 1 shot on target?
I think it was Sancho's, wasn't
Yeah, it was.
I think it was.
It was the softest. It just went through Trent's legs slow, and Alisson picked it up. That was it.
I mean, you're not getting past Alisson on a one-on-one
Nope.
anyway. So I mean,
I was about to say, you're not getting past Alisson. You're not getting past Ederson. Yeah, good luck.
I mean, Alisson at this moment in time, I've got to say, he's phenomenal.
There was a point in the game where he made a double save, and
Yeah.
they called it offside. But when it showed the replay, there
He was
wasn't
on-
offside.
Yeah, it was a great save.
He's on it all the
and-
time, man.
And back when, the bit when he ended Fernandez's career.
Oh, man! Between Alisson and Thiago, Bruno shouldn't play football again.
I said it on my watch along that Alisson passing is better than any of the Man United midfielders.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
noticed
Christ, that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
with
it's-
Alisson,
It's that bad.
Well coming, his consistency and improvement on him.
yeah.
Taffarel,
You know-
coach. I think
Yeah.
Alisson's gone up to another level.
Totally.
You know, if you had
Also,
Harry
he was
Kane in your team, my God, you'd probably walk the league title. I mean, and if you walk the league title, you could just play Alisson in midfield. He'd do a show. Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, it's ridiculous. I just can't. I mean, here's the league title, because the league, as it stands, we're top. We're 76 points. I think we can get a maximum of 91 or something like
What's
that.
Chelsea on? I can't see it. What are they on?
Chelsea are on 62.
62.
Damn.
And there's what, 7 games left?
Yeah, we've got 7 games left. They've
That's
got
6.
we've got 6 games left.
Oh, that's
They've
right.
got-
Because teams have games in hand because calling off and all that
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah, I don't want
Spurs.
Who's Man City got on Saturday? I know we've got Everton on Sunday. Who they got on Saturday?
Right, let's go to the fixtures. then.
Or they might have a
Yeah.
Monday game. I don't know.
Let's
But
get to the fixtures.
Let's get to the fixtures.
We have a Saturday game, and then we got Real Madrid in the semifinals of the Champions League.
So
I'm expecting us to play a Rigi against Everton. Trust me.
That's fine, Man City. That's fine, Man City. There is somewhere hiding. Right, Man City, Brighton. So
Brighton tomorrow.
Yeah.
let's go Man City's fixtures. If I can get it up.
Watford, I think.
You know what's that Man City documentary on Sky Sports?
No, I didn't. I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, listen, I don't normally like watching other team stuff in it, but I don't hate Man City like I hate Man U. It's just a football rivalry, but it's interesting. It's about the season when they won the Premier League, the first season.
All right.
It's got
That
all the
was-
behind the
that
scenes
was
stuff.
that was when
Mancini.
Pep Guardiola was like, "Sit down, nobody talk."
Now the Mancini one,
The Mancini one. He
Yeah.
won your first ever one against QPR in the last day.
and yeah, it's pretty good, man. The irony behind when you watch it back, because obviously we're not Man U and Man City fans, so we kind of watched it for what it was and don't look at it again. But if you go back and watch it, the bottle job from Man U was pretty bad, man. Like
Yeah.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because I think in January they were like 13 points ahead or something. Tevez
Yeah.
had left to go play golf somewhere.
Yep, that's right.
And then they lost to Everton 4-0 or something like that. Then they dropped
Really?
points against some random team. And then after that, it was because you won on goal difference, innit? The league
We
finished
did.
on goal
We
difference.
literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
So
86
did you
points
hear-
each or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you hear
Yeah.
that Aguero's coming back in May because it's the 10-year anniversary from when he scored the winning goal? He'll be back
That's
in May, and
Yeah.
they're going to be doing some like honoring the 93-20, which
Well,
I can't wait for.
tell him not to waste his time because
Oh,
Oh,
You know.
I'm just looking back. I'm just looking back on that cater challenge. That was a little naughty, wasn't it?
it wasn't an accident.
No. That was a little, he got away with that, I've got to say. Not that it would have mattered at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
I love the fight from Robbo today. He was on it, man.
Oh, Robbo, yeah.
He
You
doesn't
wanna talk
he doesn't like football players trying to pick on our players. He doesn't like it.
No.
You want to talk about fight? That's the Man City Atletico game. Oh my God, that went to 100 minutes, and yeah, Diego Simeone got a yellow card. Like every Atletico player got
Brutal.
fucked. It was
that was my favourite game of the season.
Funny game, man.
I loved it. I love it. I love all that. I don't care about John Wallace City to crumble tomorrow.
Come on, John.
Get in, John. I hate people. I hate football where people say football has to be played in a certain way. For me, that's bollocks. You can play football
It
any
is.
way you want
Yes.
as long as you're successful.
I agree.
Simeone's won 2 league titles
Yeah.
in a league with
Yeah.
Real Madrid and
Champions League
Barcelona.
and
Yeah.
And got to a Champions League final and won 3 domestic cups playing that way. What right
get
has
this, Jamie.
anyone got to tell him to play a certain way of football? It's successful.
And get this,
at the end of the day.
Jamie.
Yeah.
He won the league. I think he won the league at either Real Madrid or Barca. It was at Barca. He won the league at Barca, and then he won the Copa del Rey at the Bernabeu, and
That's
he was
right.
literally seconds away from winning the Champions League against Real Madrid.
Yeah, they went
So,
extra time,
and people are
didn't they?
saying, "Oh, he's washed up. Always washed up." Bollocks.
Nah, he's a top manager, man. Football snobbery, innit?
100%.
Yeah, he's football
100%.
snobbery all the time.
Yeah.
I
And he
mean,
was
would
a hell
I
of a player too.
would I sit there and watch it? Probably not, because it's not what I want to see in football. But at the end of the day,
100%.
I'm not going to tell him he can't play that way because he's successful. It's
What
ridiculous.
I will say is for a lot of because I think fans ain't very honest with themselves. They like to give their opinion, which is fine,
Mhm.
but they're not willing to say that they're not watching Atletico Madrid play football apart from the Champions League. They don't play like that in the league.
No.
They don't need to.
Nope.
It's just that when they come up against a team that they think they're a little bit inferior to, or there's weak spots in the team where they can't handle it, they're like, okay, we'll just have to rough them up. And to be
Yes.
honest, most teams do follow. If you look at every team's manager, most football teams follow the personality of their manager, and that's just how Simeone is. He's not having it, and you know what I mean. That's what happens. You can always tell with Man City as well. Like you guys are pretty much on it 95% of the time.
Yeah.
But anytime the camera goes on to Guardiola and he looks rattled, the team changes. It's like they're looking for him to be calm, and then when he's off it, it's like it's erratic for 10 minutes. So it's kind of what happens. Same with Klopp. You watch Klopp lose his shit on the line when he's not just trying to jeer the team up. He's losing it with referees and stuff. And you look at our team, starts hot potato, kicking the ball away and stuff. It's one of them, man. It's great. It's a testament to the managers, to be honest, to have people in
100%.
tune with you that much as a person. Yeah, man, I like to see the psychology of these people. I wish there was,
Same.
without giving stuff away, I wish there was more documentaries on the manager's psychology and stuff, because
Yeah.
I watched an interview with Klopp before. It's not it's on YouTube. Like I think it's a DW interview. He's with a German lady.
Yeah.
And when he's speaking about how he gets the players in, and obviously Pep's like way more tactical on it. That's he lives and breathes football. Klopp's is like when I get these players in and that, he's like we don't talk. It's like the first time I meet them, he said we don't speak about football at all. He's like I don't So I don't mention it to him. He's like, what do I need to mention football to them for? He's like, if we, obviously you're good because I wouldn't have got you. So he's like, why do I need to talk about it for? And he needs to make sure they're a right fit for the club. That's why certain players that people want, they might be great footballers, but if they're a bit like, we couldn't have a Diego Costa or someone in our team, it wouldn't work. Suarez under Klopp wouldn't work. He wouldn't be able to deal with that. So, yeah, man, it's interesting. It's interesting.
It is all managers' psychology, the way they play the game, think about the game.
100%.
They're all different. There's not one manager who's the same as another manager, I don't think.
Nope.
None.
There
was a documentary I watched. There was a documentary I watched on Netflix, and my brother recommended it. I forget what it was called, but it essentially told us how Barcelona played and the philosophy behind their tactics. I forget what the show was called, but
I know what it's called. I watched it. It's in subtitles, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I've watched it. It's dope.
Is that about through their youth system and everything like that?
And it tells them how they won the treble and the famous false nine that they used that they destroyed Real Madrid on the day. Yeah,
I mean, that Barcelona side was disgusting, wasn't it?
Oh my God, six trophies in 1 year. I mean, that's just a madness.
Exactly. Yeah, if you ever see the pictures of their youth team before 2010, like it's got everyone in it. It's got Puyol, PK, Xavi, Iniesta.
It's just littered.
I think Fabregas is in there as well. Dope, man.
Yeah.
Right, I want to talk about. Well, I've got to get this player out. It's a Man United player. I've got to talk about him. Bruno Fernandes. Now,
oh Jesus Christ!
Is this right? He came in obviously in the January.
Yep.
And he came in with a massive purple patch, and he had about a good year, and he's been dog shit for 2 years now, and they go and give him 250 grand a week. I mean.
They're desperate. That's why.
The Man United. This is what I mean. Ten Hag would be watching that today, thinking, "What have I fucking done? What have I done?" I mean, but at the end of the day, it's Man United, and no matter how shit they are, a manager like Ten Hag will want to prove himself that he can turn this ship around. So people like Bruno Fernandes, I just don't know if I see him working in a Ten Hag system at Man United at all.
Ronaldo's definitely. I don't think Ronaldo will work in a Ten Hag system.
Nope.
Oh, Ronaldo's gone because Man United ain't getting top four. He ain't going to play Europa League, is he?
Yeah.
Last year or so of his footballing career, he ain't going to play Europa.
Yeah, you go play for Beckham and them, man.
Yeah, but he's off to Miami, ain't it? Sunny up for a year. That's where he's off.
He could take his million. He could take his millions and go to the East Coast.
Go play up front with Brooklyn, man.
Play up front with Brooklyn.
Yeah, man.
1-2 it around nobody's.
You are right though. Bruno's I don't know. Listen, I don't really believe that there's hardly any footballers shit. Obviously, it's just banter. But at the same time, he ain't very good. He's got so many holes in his game.
He's so overrated.
Yeah.
Totally. I don't
he
know
goes in there with me for people who came to the Premier League. And there's plenty of people who played for Swansea and all these teams and had a great season. I mean, Michu's better than Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno's not even a good footballer, to be honest with you.
He's not, man. He's not. And the thing is, he's got the attitude of a good footballer. So he's running around the pitch, throwing his weight around and that. And all of his players are looking at him like, you're average, bro.
Like, I mean, he's got the arrogance of Maradona, but the talent of Drinkwater.
Arrogance of Maradona, but the talent of...
I think you're right.
He does.
I think you're right. There's a few players like that where I know it's this modern game where people throw money at them and stuff, but me and my friend always have this joke about Lacazette at Arsenal. That everything about Lacazette looks like he's going to be a great footballer. He puts on the gloves and stuff. He does the great celebrations. And then you realise that this celebration's once every 50 games and he doesn't do anything. He just backs into people. He doesn't do anything. And I'm like, well, there's plenty of... I'm looking at Crystal Palace players and stuff. And I'm like, so...
Edward's
Bruno, you got Bruno, and then you got like Edouard and Elise and Eze and Zaha. And I'm like, they're all better than him.
No, you're feeling good, Liz. Liz, I hope you're feeling good after your surgery and everything went all good, Liz.
Yeah.
Thoughts and
prayers go to you and your family.
Yeah.
And I better shout out my mum and dad a minute because they just got COVID.
Shout out Mummy and Dad Phillips, man. You know, like that.
Yeah,
Shout out
just
Mum and
got-
Dad.
Yeah.
Shout out Mum and Dad.
we went away for the weekend, all of us, for a family, and typically they got it while we were there. But yeah, they're not too bad. But shout out to them anyway. But they survive. Thiago, this boy. I mean, this is Bayern Munich Thiago we're seeing now, and I've been saying it for ages. Me and Edward quickly spoke about it as we started, and Thiago's different. I mean, when he's in form like this, him, Modric, and De Bruyne are the three best around in that position.
Yeah, I agree.
Quite some way in controlling games of football.
Oh, yeah.
They're the three best, and no, I've always said it. Thiago's a world-class talent, but when you're injured, you can't show you're world-class. And he's been fit, but he's not been match fit. Now he's fit and match fit, and you're seeing the real. You're seeing the real play now, and he's only getting better as the season goes on. And I've always said Thiago's never really had a proper pre-season with Liverpool either. I mean, obviously when he came in, it was right in the middle of the pandemic. That must have been horrible to move all his family over to another country in that time. And then the following summer, we had the European Championships, wasn't it? Where he barely played. It was pointless him going. This summer, no football. He can have a proper pre-season, like they did with Joel Matip this summer. He's not been injured all season.
Amazing.
Fantastic. I don't know about you guys, I'm hoping that they get Thiago maybe on that same program, whatever they've got on Matip at the moment, because he's obviously changed his program, up his diet, what he's doing in the gym and out of the gym. I think they might have started it already because Thiago is looking a bit more solid in the legs and the upper arm area and stuff like that. So they're obviously they've started saying already, guys. But Thiago, go on, Savage, go for it.
Before he came to Liverpool, he was my favorite player on the planet. He's my favorite player. Like the things he does, and the thing is with Bayern Munich, it's that league is pretty,
average.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I can see all the class what he's got there, but at the same time, he's not doing it against the best. You know what I mean? And it was a question like when he comes to England, will he be able to handle the roughness of the Premier more than anything? And he loves it. Yeah. He actually loves. He's a rough guy, isn't he? Like he wins a lot of headers for someone who's that small. He actually can tackle really good. The only problem he has is he's so eager to get the ball back sometimes that he'll just take you out. He'll keep trying.
Yeah.
But in terms of passing the football, the kind of pass he's doing.
Anyway, I got to balance, but the one thing I got to say though before I leave is that he's the creative Kante. He's literally the creative N'Golo Kante. He can make he can make a third. He can make a pass that will cut through defense. He's physical. He's eager to get the ball. Yeah, you got to talk about a complete midfielder. You have a complete midfielder, and I'm really jealous. I mean, we got KDB.
You got KDB. You're all right. You got KDB.
Anyway,
right,
thanks for having me on.
See you soon.
See you later, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's incredible, man. Because when he was at Barcelona, obviously they had that great team, didn't they?
Yeah.
And it's very hard when you've got Xavi and Iniesta on the pitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does his brother still play for PSG? I think he does, doesn't it?
Is it Rafinha, ain't it?
Yeah. I don't think he ever gets a game, but their whole family's got that tech. His dad was incredible.
His dad was brilliant.
Well, let's face it, he's Brazilian. I don't care what anyone says.
He's Brazilian.
He is.
I know he was born in Italy and he plays for Spain, but that man's Brazilian.
Yeah, he's Brazilian through and through, man. That guy's incredible, and I really do hope, because you guys probably got the same thing now. As soon as we see our team play amazing football, we get the results. We do that, and I don't mind winning ugly if it doesn't bother me. But when you see our team playing great football, the come down is straight away. Oh, I hope no one gets injured.
Yeah, cool.
That's all I thought tonight. As soon as I seen us playing incredible, and then I seen that they keep trying to take out Henderson, I was like, the next person to take out will be Thiago.
Oh, yeah.
Everton going to try that on Sunday, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we changed the team quite a bit against Everton, though.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think because Klopp's got no respect for Everton whatsoever, has he? So he don't give a shit. I think you see the likes of Jota play against Everton.
Yeah. Everton shouldn't be able to do anything against us as long as we don't play the occasion, we should be able to smash them.
Yeah. I think Thiago will probably get a rest.
Yeah.
Naby.
Yeah, I'd rest him. Start Naby.
Yeah, start Naby, Endo and Fab or something like that in that midfield three.
I
Because
don't know who I'd play instead, so you guys can tell me, because it'd probably be Curtis Jones, someone, but I feel like Henderson might need a rest.
Yeah.
He ran himself in the ground today. I know that Man U weren't that good, but he was everywhere. They were kicking him all over the pitch. And he does have that reoccurring injury that he normally gets. And I wouldn't want us to end the season without him being in the squad. But obviously, it's whoever you put there instead. But Keita definitely should start the next game.
Yeah, Curtis Jones.
Yeah.
I think Curtis can come into that team.
Yeah. Is Harvey fit?
Harvey is fit. I just think Klopp's. Look, I don't know what's going on with. I think with Harvey, you could tell when he came back, he was pulling out of challenges, weren't he?
Yeah.
He weren't going in tackles, and it's a mental thing. Your foot,
yeah.
His leg's fine. It's probably stronger than it ever was, but mentally, it's really hard not to think about it, ain't it? So, I think when Klopp saw that, he hasn't really played him much, and then, his social media stuff is a bit, it's brilliant. When I see it, it's just because we've got to remember, Elliott's a Liverpool fan through and through, like we are.
Yeah. He's got Liverpool tattoo, man.
Yeah, so when he sees Man United things and he slaved off Marcus Mason Greenwood, that comment about that was just it's something a young Liverpool fan at 18 would say. So I think he might be just being told off a little bit, but I think Klopp's getting him ready for next season.
I think you might be right, man.
Getting him ready for next season.
I don't think Klopp expected him to come back that quick, to be honest.
No, came back well quick, and he doesn't need to play at the moment. To be fair.
No.
I think you're right, man. When we have all these, like he did in the League Cup and stuff, just put him on the bench the latter end of the season and slot him in for 5-10 minutes in each game, so he gets a feel for it. But
training with the first team as well. I mean, Klopp said like the training is important. That's how they keep their sharpness in training against other top quality players. So Elliott in training has a job to do as well to get the others sharp as well. Otherwise,
exactly. I've said that a few times with Harvey Elliott. The youngsters in our team, they're actually getting more experience training with our players than they would if they went on loan.
Yeah, because Finger still trains with us. Reece.
Yeah.
Anytime watch the inside Anfield, is there with
always training. He's in first team training all the time, isn't he?
Yeah, he just needs to get bigger, and he's quite slender, but
and he's got no pace.
Zero pace. He's slower than Matic, man.
I know. If he had legs, he'd be all right. Fair,
shame for that kid, man. He ain't never playing for Liverpool, not with that pace, bro. That's He's slow. You can't be slower than Hippier and play for our team, bro.
You just
got. You guys are definitely right, man. The training's a massive aspect. And to be fair to the youngsters and stuff like that, the transition from being a kid, like literally being a kid, and then you start training with but when you start training with the older team and stuff, the senior team, you start eating with them and you start doing all this stuff. And now it's like the banter's a little bit different. And then you try and end up in these little cliques and stuff. And he's got to get used to that as well, man. If you want to play for Liverpool, that's how it works, man. So.
Well, it's like Harvey. Mo told him to stop eating carbs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Told him don't eat carbs no more.
Mo and Mane is a good example of how to take care of yourself, especially and Milner as well.
Have you seen Milner for 37?
Yeah, we've probably got the most professional team I've ever seen because if you watch that thing on YouTube, the wingmen, when it's Robbo and Trent.
Yeah, I don't like the new one without them.
Me either. If you go watch the Robbo and Trent one, there's a one where they pick up Henderson, and when he gets in the car, he's like, "Is this what we're doing now? Has the boss okayed this?" He's like, "Because we've got training." I'm like, "Yeah, he means this. He's not messing around, bro."
That weren't a script.
That's our captain, man.
That was intended. And when he said,
I love Jordan Henderson. I love him as our captain, man. This guy.
Oh yeah.
There was a moment today when Maguire trod on him, and then he let that go, and then something else happened. I think it was Hannibal when he was kicking people again, trying to eat people, and Henderson went to say something, and then Maguire went and said something to the ref, and Hendo had a go at him, and just looked into his eyes, and he shut up. And I bet Hendo was thinking, "You was getting booed the other day. I came out and spoke for you, and you're running your mouth."
Yeah, exactly.
Because he was getting booed tonight as well, Maguire. Every time he got the ball, he was getting booed.
Shocking.
I don't agree with the Pogba movement was so weird. He ain't even done anything.
Well, Pogba saw that, but I'll give Pogba respect. He saw it was 1-0 after 5 minutes. And thought,
Yeah, don't blame him.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Don't blame him.
I've got a calf injury. I'm coming.
Yeah, fake the injuries and get out of there. I will say there was a part in the team, like I don't really do the negatives and stuff like that, but I'm kind of fed up with it now, man. It's 2022. You probably didn't hear it on your screen and that because different channels picked it up. But
yeah, I had mine on mute, annoying.
Well, they were singing some stuff in it, the United fans.
Oh yeah, Statman, my man Steve was telling me that half time, which
and
is wrong.
bear in mind,
I hope they get done for it.
We had just been singing for Ronaldo. Like we clapped and then we sang "You'll Never Walk Alone" for Ronaldo.
I mean that's a touch.
And then they started singing that, and I'm like, Jesus, man! Like, you still doing this?
Yeah, look what we're just doing for your player.
Like we literally gave our club a stand ovation last week for the 97. Last week, and they're doing this. It's got to stop, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to slander all Man U fans. I know that out of however many thousands is there probably about 100 of them, but they made it be known as well. Because I thought that with the Man City, because we had the Man City game last week as well, when you could hear when we were trying to do the minute silence. Yeah. To be fair, Big Steve cleared that up, so I'm glad he did because I thought they were booing our minute silence, but apparently it wasn't that. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but I don't want to slander fans.
I saw some stuff about that. I'll get confused by it.
Nah, Big Steve basically said that when he said that a group of lads they had been coming back from buying their stuff late, and then they were making loads of noise in between them anyway, singing, and then obviously the Liverpool fans were booing back to them for making noise, but they didn't know what the minute silence was because they were in the toilets and the tunnel part. So yeah, if that's the case.
Enough.
And to be fair, I believe him because he did say that if he had saw that close to him, he would have said something himself.
He was probably there, to be fair. So I mean, Big Steve and Daps, they're the two best City fans.
Can you believe it, boys? 4-0. Come on.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's
9-0
9-0 over 2 games. Salah back in the goals and an assist today as well for Diaz's goal.
Ten Hag might take a U-turn,
I'm telling you, if you watch that sort of performance, you're like, I want the Liverpool job, not the Man United one.
If I was Ten Hag, I'd do that. I'd hold out. I'd be like, I'd have a word with Klopp. I'd say, when you're really leaving. And
that man ain't leaving.
Because they're gonna make him look like a terrible manager because they're gonna give him assurances for time, but they're not gonna give him time.
No,
he's gonna have to play with. He's gonna have to get rid of Ronaldo. But he's going to have to make Ronaldo say he wants to leave himself because if he gets rid of Ronaldo, the fans will turn on him. He's going to have to stop playing Bruno somehow. And he's going to have to stop playing Rashford as well. I don't know how he's going to manage all of that.
Yeah, Daffy says that here. Rashford's so awful. The man looks like he doesn't want to play football.
He's bad, man.
It just don't look like he wants to play. And he was a great prospect. This is what happens with Man United. They just, like Gary Neville says, they've all been uncoached.
Neville loses his mind through that match.
How is it possible to uncoach a player? But they have all been uncoached. Rashford was at Liverpool at that age under Klopp. He'd be a superstar. He'd be a superstar player because it's just been so uncoached. But when you've got Solskjaer as your manager for 3 or 4 years, it's just.
Someone needs to check on Fergie, man, because the camera zoomed in on him and he looked.
I can't believe I took him to the game tonight.
Bro.
Who said Fergie's a turn up? It ain't good for your health, mate.
Man, this guy's had problems before, man. They said literally it's not good for his health because he looks wounded, and every time they show Fergie, they skip straight to Dalglish after every single time. You got Ian Rush with his young girl in the audience as well, man. Hey, listen.
Rod, your video is paused. You there, my man?
Hey, man, like Rods, man.
You there, my man?
He's on.
What are you saying, family? You good?
You're
good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Your video's a bit all over the shop, but we can hear you.
Oh, you're good, though?
Yeah. We're good, my man. How are you?
Right. I'm not too bad, It was a good game, Real good game.
Oh, it's a tremendous game, my man. Tremendous game. What's your thoughts on the game, Rods? What's your thoughts on the game, my man? Let us know.
To Thiago.
Oh, Rod.
No, man.
Rod, come out and back in, my man. Come out and back in. Sort your
It's
internet
lagging
out.
a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, you're lagging, my man. You're
Yeah,
lagging.
well,
Come out and come back in. Come back out.
I will
Come out and come
do,
back
I
in,
will
yeah?
do.
Cool, man. Come back out.
What do you used to think about our I mean, I know we don't. It's just speculation and up and coming the games and stuff. I know we take one game at a time and stuff. But what are you thinking about our fixtures coming up? What do you think will slip up throughout the season? I know everyone's looking at the Spurs game more than anything, but
the Spurs game is our last hard game, I would say. But
yeah,
you just don't know with Tottenham, do you? This is the thing.
I got a feeling Saturday week is we're away to Newcastle, City away to Leeds. Our game's in the afternoon, in the midday game, which I think you're going to be happy about. But it's after the
Champions League. Isn't it?
Champions League.
So I think it might be City will hopefully have a harder game than us. And might need to make changes for that game.
Yeah.
So I can see Leeds are a team that will play their football. They're safe now. They can go for it. So I can see a pitfall there for City. If we can put the pressure on them by winning at Newcastle in the midday game, and they'll have to go to Leeds and beat them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think I've heard a few Man City fans kind of like they've kind of brushed past Leeds already in their head, but they're a weird team, Leeds, because they work harder than most teams in the Premier League. They've got a different manager now, so it's not Bielsa ball anymore. This American guy is really enthusiastic. And they've got players in there to hurt City. I mean, they've got a lot of pace in that team. If Rafinha turns up, they've got Dan James and all these guys running down the wing and stuff like that. They can cause problems. And I think, was it last season when they beat them? Was it 5-2 or something like that?
Yeah.
They beat Man City early in the season. I think it was them and Leicester beat Man City early. They can do it. They can hurt them. So
Definitely. Well, there's our next three. So we've got Everton on Sunday at home, and then I think is it either Tuesday or Wednesday we've got the Champions League first leg, semi-final against Villarreal, and then we've got a 12:30 game against Newcastle away.
Yep.
Which is Klopp is not happy about at all.
Is that 7:45 on Saturday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Saturday night 7:45, which is weird.
Yeah, it's mad you said that, innit? Because I checked the Spurs one earlier because I bought my Doctor Strange tickets on the same day, and I had to fit it around it, and I was like 7:45 on a Saturday, kind of.
That's madness. It's madness. What's that about?
I smell a setup. I do. What's all that about?
Oh no, it's mad. Absolutely mad. BT Sport wanted it, didn't they? So they got it at that time. And obviously, sandwiched in between that would be the second leg for the Champions League. So Newcastle is safe now. So I think going to Newcastle won't be as hard as it could have been. Spurs at home. It all depends where Spurs are. I mean, I'd rather have Spurs nailed down top four almost going into that game because that'd be an hard match.
Yeah.
You know, Spurs on the counter attack. That's what they got to do. Conte's just got defend, and just leave Son and Kane up front the whole match.
If we just look at like our squad as a whole, like like we take the emotion out of it because let's be honest, we only worry about these things a little bit is because we're so excited to win something that the thought of losing it. But when you just look at our squad compared to these teams, we should beat all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Rod, that looks better, my man.
No team with Ben Davies should be beating us.
Hold on.
No, Ben Davies. And then the last two games, I mean, Stevie's not going to do anything in that game. Let's face it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, my man. You're looking good.
You're
looking good. How you been?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I can't hear nothing.
You can't
we can hear him and he can't hear us now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Has he got his headphones plugged into the phone or something?
There you go, he's gone back. The thing is, though, them earbuds as well, they don't work that greatly when you're...
it'd be nice to have a for them last games. Let's be honest. I just want Brighton to make Man City drop points tomorrow because it would be nice even though we shouldn't be relying on it, to have some sort of a cushion going into one of those games, just in case. I actually can't see any team beating Liverpool. Like, that's why I think we'll win the trophies that I think we'll win, because it never looks like a team's going to beat us. The games that we lost, the West Ham one's the only one where I feel like we deserve to lose in that game. We weren't very good, but the Leicester one, they got lucky. I think Lookman had one shot. He'd just come off the bench, scored, and then they went back to defending. And we had knocked him out the League Cup the week before.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd never see that, but it would be nice that, City lose tomorrow. We're 2 points ahead of them at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah.
So City lost tomorrow would be nice. If they drop points, then fine, 1 point, and then they're 1 point behind us then. And then it just gives us a basis that if we draw a game and we're level on points, hopefully the goal difference just helps us out, because I don't know. But City are the only team in the league that can make up the goal difference in 2 games. They can.
Yeah, of course they can.
Yeah,
of course they can. Definitely.
You know what I mean?
As you say, we've only lost 3 games in all competitions this season.
Yeah, and Inter Milan one's a bit of a
And
throwaway.
the Inter Milan one was like, we were through anyway. They didn't really give a shit. I mean, it was just, it's madness. This team, I've said it for a while now, we have the best squad in England at this moment in time, and we've done it quietly. We've done it so quietly. I mean, the depth we have now, we have more depth for Man City, which I didn't realise till, especially on Saturday when I realised. I mean, I love the fact that the conversation on Saturday was that Man City had to rest so many players against us, like boo-hoo sort of thing, You've got a big team. It's not our fault you only could beat Real Atletico Madrid 1-0 in 2 games.
Mate, that's a terrible excuse. That's a terrible excuse, man. The only saving grace I got there is I didn't hear it from any Man City fan, but as soon as that game finished and I went to my WhatsApp group, my friend straight away said, "Oh, they didn't have De Bruyne and they didn't." I'm like, bro, it's Man City. What are you talking about? Man City's team it's still Man City.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hey, can you hear us now? How you doing, fella?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You go, big man. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. It's true what you're saying about like Man City, Whenever somebody's missing from their team and everything, they want to give excuses. What about last season at the day when we had 3 other defenders out? 3.
Oh, we're not allowed to use that excuse. We're not allowed to use that excuse, though, guys.
Exactly. And everybody's going like Liverpool are the worst. Worst defenders of the title ever. And I think that you try playing at the day, right? With sort of like a non-existent back 4. There's times that the day better. There was times at the day you had to put Jordan Henderson in there. Imagine that, man.
We have Fabinho and Henderson at centre back.
Yep.
I mean, we had Reece Williams, who's got my 3-year-old's quicker than Reece.
Paceless, bro.
No, but you know what it is though with Reece Williams, I can't fault him still because you got to check it now. Before that, he was playing non-league football with Kidderminster,
Oh, no,
I like him, man. But this boy's Pistorius, isn't he, man? He's got no legs, man. Like,
no, don't be gross. Don't be wrong.
Pistorius. I hope his girlfriend don't go to the toilet in the night.
Nah, but you know what I mean, big man. It's like the amount of things that we've had to deal with and now you look at this season now. Now we're showing them in the day what we can do in the day with a full squad.
Yeah.
They could better. You know what it was, and I think that it'd be like it's like Mayweather when Mayweather fights and everything. You can't lay a government. They couldn't lay a government tonight. They couldn't get near us, man. There was times in the day when they had a look at one hype, and the little thing and the thing that I was just saying on my stream and everything that I said, don't worry, because you know what, Liverpool can break in them on any time, any chance time. Liverpool breaking them, and what happened? Liverpool breaks them and everything that and was it Sadio Mane scored 3-0?
That goal was incredible, by the way.
Yeah, it was great.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome. But the thing is about it's a play that led up to that goal.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Robertson, Diaz, then Mane. You know what I mean?
So I think Salah's goal as a team goal, it might be the best goal I've seen all season.
Oh yeah,
that's him for that.
Oh, when we passed out from the back.
Oh, it's incredible.
It's beautiful football.
I think it's 25 passes in total.
Jeez, man.
And
And none of the passes they're all zippy passes. You know,
Yeah.
you've got to control it or you give it away. You
So,
know,
Yeah.
and,
I tell you something, right? If you go and watch a game, yeah, if you can watch it on the, put it up on YouTube, yeah, watch a game for Liverpool versus Tottenham in 1978 and everything that, right?
Yeah.
Right, and we beat them 7-0 or something like that, right? There was a similar thing like that where it was like 20 or just over 20 passes and everything that, yeah, and they finished off with a head on the back of the net and everything that. And if you look at that game and everything that, right, teams nowadays and everything that, right, are just playing football like that now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what 40 years ago, 40 odd years
40
ago.
years.
You know?
Yeah, man.
And people at the end of the day, because I was like, what was I? I was 9 years old. I was 9 years old at the time. People are just playing football like that nowadays.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 40 years later. So nobody at the end of the day can tell. Nobody can at the end of the day can tell me nothing about my team and everything that. We're the greatest team on the planet.
Yeah, I love us, man. Everything about us, man. And just remember, guys, just always remember this when Man City fans say anything. They lost Laporte when we won the league, and they said that's the reason why they didn't win the league. Laporte don't play anymore. They play Stones and Diaz now. And Laporte's the reason why they didn't win the league. Yeah, I'll be man.
And don't forget, when everyone said we had the worst defence of the league title ever, we actually finished off 1 point better off than City did the previous year when they lost against us.
Yeah.
How did Chelsea let us get to third last season? I don't know how they managed that.
I mean,
Hugo's not having it, you know. He's not having it.
Nah, but Chelsea, they let us get to third. That's Alisson. Headers, come on, man! This is our club, bro. Our goalkeeper scores goals and assists.
Yeah.
And stuff. Oh,
we're just different. I've got to talk about Alisson 1 second. I know everyone talks about Ederson's footwork, right? And he does have a great pass on him, but for me, Alisson's distribution is better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's not better distribution than Ederson.
Yeah. We get more goals from Alisson's distribution than Man City do from Ederson's.
100%.
Ederson would do the odd world-class pass every now and then.
Yeah.
Alisson's distribution. You saw it tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, he smashed a couple of balls real quick up the field, and we had a couple of 2-on-2 straight away. It's just his distribution is different level, and he's one-on-one goalkeeping. Jesus Christ, is there a better one-on-one goalkeeper?
Nah, he's the best, man.
He's ridiculous, and he's gone up a level this season as well.
He's the best. I try not to always look at stuff with like Liverpool glasses on and stuff because I want to be honest in football and if someone else. So I always try to with Alisson. I was like I don't know if he's the best, but I reckon if he's not the best, he's number 2 at least.
Yeah,
because I always thought I think he was quite underrated. Oblak, because I think.
Yeah.
But now I'm pretty sure of it now. Alisson's the best because with Ederson, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like because of the way Man City play and the way that teams just give up against them.
Yeah,
he never really has to deal with anything. But when he does have to deal with anything, he's a shambles.
He's not actually. He's not actually.
The goal that Jota scored last week. How did he let it in? Trash.
He's not actually a very good goalkeeper.
He's not, man. He's a cage fighter, bro. Look at the face on him.
He's what I will say for Alisson is Alisson. I've not seen a goalkeeper in a long time have better positioning than Alisson in the goal. He never he never has to make a worldy save, does he?
No.
You never see him do one of them camera saves in any match because his positioning. His positioning is always world class, and that's what I love about him. And look, we had the great front three, but we didn't start winning things till we got Alisson and Van Dijk.
I agree.
It's pieces to the puzzle, isn't it? It's pieces to the puzzle, exactly. And I think at the end of the day, when Klopp come in and everything that he changed up the team and he got playing different and everything that, but he needed pieces to the puzzle and everything that. And I think once this was what was a fair in the Premiership. The fear in the Premiership in the day is when Klopp gets it right.
Yeah.
When Klopp gets it right and he gets the pieces to his puzzle and everything that right, it's just like worries. It's literally worries and everything that. And you're seeing that now. He's got the pieces that what he needs and everything that. Because at the end of the day, he can bring on any player and everything that to change the game. Do you know what I mean? For the best, obviously. Because look at the day, he brought off. Did he bring off Thiago? And he had Keita.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Straight away. I mean, come on now, Keita and what a replacement for Thiago. You understand what I'm saying? he's got the pieces to the puzzle in for that. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if we did do the quadruple. I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what
agree,
mean?
man.
Yeah,
Do you know
well,
what I mean?
as long
He's got
as
the
we're
pieces
in
to
it,
the puzzle.
as long as we're in it, we can talk about it, ain't? As long as we're in
Well,
it,
there
we
you
can
go.
talk about it.
I mean, at the end of the day, I saw Chelsea play the other day against Crystal Palace. Yeah,
Shit,
I wasn't impressed.
They were trash, man.
Yeah, I
I've,
wasn't impressed. It's true. I wasn't impressed.
I've had better semis than that. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Exactly. It's too. He's such an idiot. You're such an idiot. You like it, like, but you know, I thought if they play like that against us in the final and from that, trust me, we're whopping them 5-0. So they better change their game plan. They better change the game plan for now and I think that. So I don't see any team out there, and I think I'm not saying that we're gonna win every team and this and that, right? But I don't see any team out there, and I think that, right, that I fear. Being a Liverpool fan, I don't see any team that I fear, and I think that. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, all them teams there, and I think that. Even Man City, and I think that. I was quite confident. Saturday, I was very confident in going into that final. Semi-final. I was confident.
Yeah, me too.
Do you know what I mean? There's no team that we got fair because Klopp's got pieces to the puzzle now. That's what it is. He's got the pieces of the puzzle now, and he's showing you at the end of the day what he can do in the day if he gets a piece of the puzzle. We need Dortmund in there when they took away all his best players, like Lewandowski, Goetze, and all them people there. Right?
Oh yeah. Hummels,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
I agree, man.
Chelsea
should have lost that game to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
For sure.
I kind of felt bad for Vieira because as much when there was like 25 minutes left, I was thinking like, why Palace not going for it to keep turning back? But if you watch the game, they had 3 clear-cut chances to win it. I think Chiarte had 2 clear chances, and I think Anderson had a free header before Mason Mount scored, and he missed. So they could have won the game, man. Chelsea's they're not great. They're not great.
No.
All you have to do in that game is rattle Rudiger, and the game's over, bro. If he's rattled,
I
they
know.
can't win.
Yeah, right, guys. Before we get off, I want your man of the matches before we get off. So
Thiago, bro.
Thiago, Hugo.
Thiago.
Saucy Thiago, man of the match. Liverpool 4, Man City 0. Liverpool top of the league by 2 points. 24 hours maybe. But guys, I will be back tomorrow because I'm doing the Arsenal-Chelsea watch along because I think that should be a
good game.
I'm doing
I want to see Arsenal lose 4 in the trot just for vibes.
No, I'm doing the Brighton one. Right? I'm not doing the Brighton.
You're doing the Brighton one.
I'm doing the Brighton one.
I'm going to have that one on another screen at the same time, so I'll go be looking at both. So eyes are everywhere. So guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'll put a link to the channels of these guys in the description after this, guys. So make sure you go and sub to them as well. Appreciate all the love, guys.
Peace out, man.
Take care, bro.
See you later.
Take care. Yes.
Big up, guys.
Peace.